Okay, market update, guys. So even though I said 3 days ago, I said that the market's gonna go down, nobody listened, and I tweeted after the market went down, thanks for your attention. I did the exact same thing. Everybody was calling for a retrace. Everybody said this is over and there's going to be a pump. And I tweeted the correction is not over. A lot of haters. And I had to tweet today as well. Thank you for your attention. Now, I'm not dancing on people's graves, but if you look at this, I've been literally screaming here on this channel. I've been telling you that you should short and you should secure your profits. And the market is not looking good. I mean, I completely understand if some of you are wrecked, and if you have been watching the show, then you're not wrecked. This video and on this channel, actually, I bring you short form content explaining to you what the market is doing, and I'm also bringing you educational content about what stuff is happening. Every single morning I'm here. The reason why I didn't drop this video in the morning is because of personal reasons. So, if that sounds good, subscribe to the channel, smash the like button, come back for another one, and make sure to turn the bell notification on so if I change the times, you don't miss it. Let's jump in here. I want to give you what is actually going to happen. So I have these market updates, and on these market updates, I exactly explained to you, and I've been actually tweeting about it as well. And I said that this, first of all, August is not the best month for crypto. Is actually bad for crypto in general. Tariffs are happening 1st of August. BRICS are moving forward. FOMC is going to be a nothing burger. Structure big or higher time frame. So we've been talking about this for a long time. And yesterday, Trump has announced, of course, the tariffs went into effect that they were discussing, and the markets have actually reacted quite badly. But that's not the only thing. There was an announcement that Paul Atkins, who is the head of the SEC, said that they are creating something called the Project Crypto, which will finally help or will advance tokenization of everything on chain. This is the SEC. And I posted it in a Telegram group. This is a free group. You probably are in. If you're not, there's a link in the description. I post everything in here. It's completely free. And I posted yesterday, and I said, after warning you multiple times that we are going to go lower, I posted this yesterday evening, and I said, this is the news, and market can't catch a bid. When the SEC that went from Gary Gensler trying to kill it goes to the head of the SEC chair saying they are going to create a Project Crypto that's purpose is going to be to tokenize everything, and the market can't catch a bid. The bottom is not even closed. This is what I tweeted yesterday. Then today we closed out some of the shorts, and this is what I want to talk about and show you exactly where the market is headed. So number one, I've been saying this on the channel that we need to see a retrace on the daily. A retrace on the daily is down here at 3.6 trillion, at least, if you don't consider this low down here, which is 3.45, absolutely in the cards. So I'm looking at a retrace between these regions, between 3.6 trillion in the total market cap and 3.45. That is what I want to see. Let me just remove these here. That is what I want to see. So ultimately, can we bounce from here? Because this is a very strong order block. Yes, this is the first strong order block, which created after the break here, which created a new high being this leg up. So we could potentially bounce here. But the good news is, which I always say, that market moves in structures. This is the high, this is the low. This is the high, this is the low. This is the low, sorry. This is the high, this is the low. This is the high, this is the low. So even if we see a retrace here and a pump where, again, everybody will say that this is the reversal, and I'm going to be telling you that this is probably not the reversal, is we can see a retrace all the way into this OB up here. This is what we call an order block. This up here is a very, very, very strong level and most likely not going to break, okay? So even if we get a retrace, which we're probably gonna get low liquidity weekend, you know, we're gonna see a pump here and whatnot, probably back to the 50%, up to this breaker block. So somewhere here, we're going to see a retrace, and this is gonna be the crucial point on deciding what is going to happen. So there are two trajectories that the market can go. One is, and I want you to pay attention now, okay? One is that we are going to see a retrace here, retrace to the 50% level somewhere here, above here, consolidation, possibly in the weekend, even weakening through. If there is no 4-hour close above here, it's still bearish. And then we're gonna show a market structure shift, which is basically going to be a lower low on the lower time frame. And once we're going to show that, that is when we have to add to our longs or just short more, because we are going to continue down to the 3.6 and sub 3.6 region. This is one of the scenarios that can play out. The second scenario is that we're just gonna somehow retrace, sometime consolidate, and simply just nuke down to the 3.6 trillion. And that's where we will need to look for a market structure shift, a reversal. This is what you really want to look for, a market structure shift, a reversal. If you don't know what a market structure is, make sure please to check check out this video. We put it up here. You can click in there. I'm gonna finish this in 2 minutes, and then you can see this. I explain to you exactly what a market structure is and how you can actually trade, okay? So you want to look for a market structure shift. That's what you want to do down there. I'm going to keep you posted. You turn on the bell notifications, so it's good. So these are the two main scenarios. What am I doing? So as you know, I do have the bots set up. The reason why I love the bots, because they were all up in profit, but it's fine now because we do have the long-term bots. I'm up 50% on the ton, even though the dump happened. I'm still up 7% on my Bitcoin bot. I am down on the HYPE bot. I'm still up 51% on 3x leverage on my ETH bot. So I'm still up 2,400% on my Athena bot. So ultimately, we are still up about 7% on the account the last month. But it's very important that these are grid bots that I set based on my own criteria. Again, there's a link in the description to all these that you can see. You can copy my bots, long-term bots here, and also you can sign up and get a $1,000 trading bonus. So do that if you want to follow. These are not just some random AI bots. These are set up by me, but you know, obviously following daily structure and waiting for this dip, which I've been calling for a long time. So these are good, and yes, they are in minus. But if anybody's wondering and anybody's stressing, don't, because this is absolutely normal. This is what the bot is doing, okay? So when you have a market that is going down now, the bot is buying. It doesn't really have a chance to sell. If you look at the 15-minute charts, there's not much of a bounce here to start selling, but that's fine because we're layering in for the next leg up. This is exactly what the bot should be doing, and this is the perfect time to get into bots. You can design your own. Again, we're gonna put up a video here if you want to do more of the bot stuff. I explain to you exactly step by step how you can set up your own bot, but also you can just simply copy my bots that you can see here. Okay, so that said, that's about the bots. What about my shorts and the manual trades? First of all, if you want to do manual trading, that's awesome as well. I mean, we do have a link to Blofin. You get a bonus there. That's amazing too. But you have to understand what you're actually doing, okay? So I do have these positions here on Blofin. The reason why I love them is because they are not grid bots. They are not necessarily for long term and leaving them open on all these dips. I have closed most of these positions, 30% of most of these positions. I updated you in the Telegram, and look at this. For example, on Ton, I already netted $2.3 thousand. I took the profit off. Ethereum, I took 300 off. From Aptos, I didn't take anything. From Solana, I took 1,500 off. Sui, I took 700 off. So I already took some of the profits because I knew this dip was going to come, and then I posted in the Telegram that that I'm adding back to it. Let me just see where I posted it. I said buy based on, added to positions based on relative strength. If a token didn't fall that much, I added to it. Ton and Sui for now. So this is what I did. I look at what fell the most. I don't talk about pump because that's a degen position, but I closed 75% of my short here, so we netted for almost $3,500 on this. If you have taken it, congratulations. I took it literally here on the show. And we also closed the bots, which did quite well as well. We did almost $1,000 on this, 42% and 36%. So what I want you to know is short, I'm almost out because I just don't want to gamble. I'm going to add back to it as I explained. Ton, I'm keep adding to Ton because I do believe it's going to be a massive leg up. I'm expecting $5-6 on the next leg up to Ton. Aptos, also great. Solana, the same thing. I added to Solana as well. So you can start adding a little bit to your lower leverage positions. These are 3 to 5x positions. And even though we had the dip, this is what I've been waiting for. So I'm going to keep adding to these positions. You can wait for a market structure shift, like a little bit of a confirmation, or you can just confirm and just simply start adding to it. I'm gonna add to my positions, but I'm also waiting for another dip. So the reason why I'm not going complete heavy, this is my trading account that I opened up here, completely transparent with you. So I still have $6,500 just waiting here to be deployed. So I'm still waiting on the final dip that will come, and that will be the final major place to add. This is why the bots are good, because you can just simply layer in, but I'm gonna keep you posted about when I'm taking the 3 to 5x leverage positions as well. Of course, I'm gonna post all of it in the Telegram, and I'm gonna come back here, and this is why you should subscribe to the channel if I haven't said it already. Turn the bell notifications on. Let me know in the comment section if you have gotten any benefit of any of the videos. It really warms my heart reading that you took the short. I see it on X, that took the short, you took the longs, you navigated the market, and I literally put my life you know, into this. You know, the amount of hate I'm getting for calling for lower and whatnot is immense. So if you're here, if you benefit from this information, I salute you. I'm so happy that I'm helping. This is what I've dedicated my life to do. Check out this video to explain to you what a market structure shift is so you can know what you're waiting for, and check out this video on how you can set your own bot up on a token that you want to layer in, but you don't really have a lot of time, as I don't have a lot of time. So you can just open up a bot and or just copy my bot as well. Link in the description. Guys, click here to subscribe. I appreciate you. Turn the bell notifications on. I'll see you in the next one. Take care.